It's Tracey and Noelle. They're gonna make you LOL on 90 Day Fiance Trash Talk.
Hello and welcome to 90 Day Fiance Trash Talk. This is episode 128. I'm your host, comedian Tracey Carnazzo, joined by my co-host, Noelle Winters Herzog.
That's me, Tracey.
Noelle, thanks so much for being here today. We have a special episode for you guys because there was no 90 Day on because of July 4th, Independence Day.
It was nice to have a little break.
It wasn't nice to have a break for us because we didn't have a break because our work never stops.
Well, it was nice to have a break from like Tiffany and Ronald.
Sure.
You know?
I know they're really getting under your skin lately. And if you guys want to know more about what's happening in real time on that, go over to 90 Day Podcast on Instagram and Twitter. You could follow our social media. Noelle has been doing a bang up job of keeping us up to date on what these monsters have been doing with their lives.
It's true. They are monsters.
And if you want more of us, and if you want it sooner, I have great news for everyone.
What is it?
The elite level on Patreon is now live.
Hell yeah.
Starting this week.
Mm-hmm.
You know what happens?
What happens?
You will get our episodes, 90 Day Fiance Trash Talk, Teen Mom Trash Talk, and Catfish Trash Talk a week early, sometimes more than a week early.
So you're basically going to get it like right after it airs.
Literally after we record our podcast, we are going to post it up on Patreon. You will not have to wait until the next Monday. And the greatest part about this is when you go to patreon.com/trash talk podcast, you will become a patron of ours. And it's not just a patron of one podcast. It's a patron of 3 podcasts.
Right.
You will get that. You will get the back episodes of BS, which is our favorite podcast to do. You will get over 200 bonus episodes, including unexpected trash talk. You can also get 16 and pregnant trash talk. There's 90 Day Fiance self-quarantine trash talk. So much content. You'll be so happy. So many people have been contacting me saying, we need more of you and Noelle.
I mean, they're not wrong.
They're not wrong. And even though we started a new podcast called Catfish Trash Talk, that's free and available everywhere you listen to podcasts, you can still get even more of us at patreon.com/trash talk podcasts.
So real quick, I just want to get this straight.
Yeah.
The elite level.
Elite.
You get Teen Mom Trash Talk, 90 Day Fiance Trash Talk, Catfish Trash Talk right after we record them.
Sure.
And then you also get our bonus episodes.
No, well, that is correct.
That is a lot of content. That is a lot of frigging content.
It's so much content.
It is.
It's basically all of the content.
Yeah, that's a lot of content.
Noelle, let's get into it.
Okay, I'm ready.
The moment that we've all been waiting for. So many people have requested this episode. And since there was no episode on, we decided that we were going to recap the Single Life Tell-All Part 1 and 2.
Yeah, you know, I guess I had been missing out on a little bit because everybody liked The Single Life a lot. I never watched it.
Everyone loved it so much. And I was like, you know what? If we watch the tell-all, it's going to tell us everything that happened because they do so many flashbacks and recaps.
Yeah, that was really smart of you. I never would have thought to do that.
Well, my mother suggested it. I'm not going to lie to you.
All right. Well, she's smart too.
She's like, oh, you don't have to watch it. I just watched the tell-all. I watched like a few minutes of the episodes to just get the gist. And then I dove right into the tell-all. And you know what? I dove right into the tell-all.
Yeah, me too. It told all.
It told all. So let's start off. Ed is crying.
But like, what else is new?
Ed is crying and Fernanda dressed like it's her dance recital.
I know, but all I keep thinking about was that woman from the last episode with Natalie, the Ice Capades.
Yes.
That's what I was thinking about with Fernanda.
She literally dressed like it was her dance recital. Like
she's so hot though.
She's beautiful, but
yeah,
it's not that she looked bad in the outfit. It's like, where is this outfit? Like when you purchase this outfit,
right?
Are you like, oh, this is perfect for a bar mitzvah? Like what do you have in mind?
Well, that's like you always tell me, like dress for the occasion.
Yes.
Take the temperature of the room. She didn't take the temp.
She definitely did not take the temperature. But I have noticed, I just watched Married at First Sight, the reunion.
Mm-hmm.
Noelle, they dress in full sequins from head to toe, sequins gowns.
I didn't even know there was like a tell-all or reunion.
Yeah.
Yeah. Huh.
Sequins
Interesting.
gowns. And
Is
I'm
it like this? Like sit around,
yeah,
everyone talks? Oh,
Yeah.
wow. Okay.
sequins gowns. They usually do the couples like fairly separately though, but
Are there a lot of carpets?
okay. What exactly happened on this set? I think that's
What
the first thing we need
happened?
to talk about.
Yeah. What happened?
It's like they had one carpet that was going to be the carpet for the carpets.
Yes. What is this? What's happening?
It's the same set designer that did all the carpets.
But why did they just have these carpets just back to back there?
Are they sponsored by like a carpet company?
Rugs Are Us? I don't
What was
know.
that? Empire Carpets.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Maybe
Yes.
they're sponsored by Empire Installations
Maybe because like I'm watching this. I'm like, Tracy's right. I made an active effort
to
to
look,
look at the
carpeting.
carpets. Yeah.
Very strange set. I get that they were trying to social distance, but like
Yeah. It was weird.
you had to be 5 acres from the camera.
Right. Everybody was just so far away and around. I don't know. It was weird.
Very, very strange. Okay, so Fernanda goes to her dance recital. Brittany
Right.
doesn't show up. Then we
Right.
meet Liz, Ed's ex. Well, we don't meet her. I meet her for the first time.
Me too. I've just always heard of her.
Danielle shows up in her orange dress.
Mm-hmm. And I never watched a season with Danielle either. I just know about her.
Okay, well, let me tell you about Danielle.
Mhm.
I just want to say something.
Say
I've
it.
told you before, this is
Yeah.
what happens. If you have any kind of thing that changes about you, say you like shaved your head and then like spiked the rest of your hair and dyed it green,
Right.
and it did not look good.
Right.
People will tell you that it looks good because it's different and they don't know what else to say.
I get that.
And it's like everyone was like, oh, Danielle, the orange is your color. And it's like they didn't know what else to say to her.
I don't think orange was her color.
Okay, but also it's not about the orange. It's like they're like, oh my God, you look great. And it's like, she's like, oh, thank you so much.
Right. Like you look less slow to process.
Right. So now we meet Molly and her boyfriend Kelly.
Oh my God. I love Molly's dress. The
I loved
yellow.
I
Mhm.
really enjoyed Molly's dress. Then Colt and Vanessa come out. All right.
Yeah. Uh-huh. We got a lot to say.
We learn that Fernanda
Mm-hmm.
lives in Miami now. She has a new boyfriend.
Mm-hmm.
Ed and Liz split 1 month ago,
Right.
and it was a very rushed relationship. Ed was trying to rush it.
But this is what he does. He goes from like 0 to 100, not caring what the other person thinks.
Right. But she's crying over him.
Okay. But that's the thing. It was like, I wanted to ask you about this. Like, do you think she's like in love? It seems that way.
There seems to be something not right with her.
Yes.
So Ed told her that it wouldn't work out.
Because this is who he is. He's mean.
But who is he?
Yeah. I know. I know.
He really convinces these women that he's better than them.
He finds all these like little flaws with them to make them feel so low about themselves.
Yes, this is like what he did to Rose.
To
And he was
Rose, like with
"You're-"
her breath
and
and
her
this and that.
legs.
Yep.
All right. Well, he blocked her and then he went to Vegas because he has sugar babies.
Okay.
And then
That's disgusting.
he dumped her.
Yeah, because he's disgusting. First, right off the bat, he said he has a crush on Fernanda.
Yep. So
It's like, oh, okay.
he needs the attention. He dumped her. Everyone is
Mhm.
fake mad at Ed.
Mm-hmm.
But don't worry, Noelle, he's in therapy now. And he said
Yeah,
that
I'm sure.
a lot of their problem was that they drank and then they fought. It's like, this is terrible.
Yeah. Here's the thing. Out of all of the couples and all of these relationships, like theirs seemed the worst.
Yes, for
Yep.
sure. Now, Ed, we learn, has a shower curtain with his own face on it.
Right. But that just shows he's such a narcissist. He just is.
Colt hates Ed.
Okay. But I also didn't really hate Colt on
Okay.
this.
The scariest part about this entire thing is that Colt made like a ton of sense.
Yeah. He was like the least jerk that I've ever seen him.
He kind of hosted the reunion.
Yeah. I didn't hate him.
I did not either. Now, we meet Terrence, who is Brittany's
Yeah.
not boyfriend, not boyfriend.
Right. Side piece, whatever.
So they questioned him and there was like, where is Brittany? And the only thing I could pay attention to was his gigantic necklace that said TR.
Okay. So I kept looking at this necklace and I'm like, this reminds me of like the Terror Squad
Yes.
necklace.
He got this at the mall at a
Uh-huh.
kiosk.
Yes.
100%.
Because it's like, what is this? What are you wearing?
What is happening?
Yeah, I don't know. It's silly. It's juvenile.
Well, she blocked him. They used to date, and last time he had spoken to her was after her second boob job, which wasn't too long ago.
Right. So she can't commit to anybody. Listen, she likes the finer things in life.
Right.
And I feel like she just got like floats around.
No pun intended.
No pun intended. Right. She floats around.
So now she has a rotation of men. That's what he's saying.
Yes.
Now Yazan phones in.
This was a lot. I wasn't expecting him to join.
Adam phones in.
I love him.
The translator. So now Terrence and Yazan meet, and Yazan's in a very nice Airbnb.
Right. Okay. Right. It was so nice. And he actually doesn't look like he hates his life. He didn't look all that depressed like what you're used to.
I know. He said that she's very rude. She's moody. And Yazan's like, hey, listen, at the end of the day, I just thought she was hot. I thought I liked her body. That was it.
Thank you for being truthful, because she seems very problematic. She just does.
But Yazan said that Brittany lied about their sex life.
So like they didn't have sex. But is he just saying that?
Yes. He's saying that it wasn't as far as Brittany said. And that they just kissed.
And she's saying that he did the stuff to her.
Well, Ed and Molly are like, nope. Look at what he just did. He just looked to the left. He's
lying.
Times. He's lying. And he said they only kissed, but then adds, but it's private.
Right. So what did you kiss? Let's just put that out there.
Right. He's going on technicalities.
Right. Sure. You kissed. Maybe
but he also
different lips.
Oh, Noelle. He's also engaged to someone else.
Right. But he never met her, right?
Never met her, but they're getting married in December.
Okay. Let's just see how like that works out.
No, it seems like fine. I'm glad that he doesn't have any kind of track record about this stuff.
He just put up a marriage announcement. It's going to happen at his parents' house.
Oh, that's so
I saw it on social media.
Listen, at least his whole family's not going to hunt and kill him.
Well, that's the thing, right? At least it's not like, the most dangerous game.
Well, they still can't find Brittany, speaking of the most dangerous game. All right. So now let's move on to Danielle. Danielle had a date with Robert, and she said she had 2 kisses.
Okay. So, but when she said that, I'm thinking like mouth kisses.
Okay. Well, we'll move on from that.
Yes.
So now Robert hasn't seen her since then because he has a lot of excuses. He's like, listen, my pet parrot is just like very needy. And we've had him in physical therapy. And then also, I had to get my hand replaced with my foot. He's like, also, I've been shampooing the carpets in my house.
Right. Just obsessively.
Right. He's like, yeah. So, there's just been a lot of deliveries to my house from UPS. And I
like that he says he had to get his toenail. He had toenail surgery. It's like, what?
Yeah. Same, Robert. That's a good, I'm going to tell.
It's called a pedicure. What are you talking about?
Imagine I was like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. I haven't seen you. I've had to get a manicure.
I can't chip these nails.
Oh my God. So now he's got a ton of excuses, and he's like, and Danielle's in school.
Right. Okay.
Well, now we get a flashback to the date. And she's telling Robert that Muhammad said she smelled ungodly.
Right. In her Brittany area. This is what she's right.
Noelle.
She has vaginosis.
She has bacterial vaginosis. And she is telling someone on the first date about it.
She should get the honey pot. That stuff works. Really. No, I feel
a good boric acid supplement.
I feel bad for her because I feel like she has no like you say, like she can't read the room. She has no social cues. She doesn't realize you should not be speaking about this.
Right. Also, I will tell you that she definitely doesn't have any cues because if you guys watch, I did a live with John Yates for his birthday, and she joined and she said something very, very not okay.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that. Yeah.
Twice. And I called her out on it.
Yeah, like I think she just doesn't realize
but she doesn't get it. Like she doesn't get it. So he said that he had toes that he had surgery on.
Uh-huh.
You know,
And
all
I
these
think he's
things.
like not working or employment problems.
Yeah, he had to
Right.
tile the bathroom, and then
Uh-huh.
also, you know, his steering wheel fell off of his car.
Feed the dogs.
Just like
steering wheel fell off.
he's just been having a lot of. There's been construction on his street, and you know, his
Jackhammer's keeping him up all night.
He just found out his mom had given birth to him years ago, and he's really just trying to process that.
His cats had puppies.
Oh my God, that was the worst part. And he's trying to figure it all out. He's just trying to take it in, you know? Her friends, who are not really her friends who are paid.
Who are these people?
Who
are they?
They are the goofballs.
But that's okay. Thank you. Because I'm like, are these her kids? Like, who are they?
We don't know.
Those are her friends?
I guess they hired them at some point. They were probably like some girls that live near her and are like, we're going to get on the show. Watch this.
Right. Like Janelle's friends on Teen Mom.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
This is something that you and I would do.
Yes. Uh-huh.
We'd be like, let's go be friends with this person who's stupid.
Who's not great. Uh-huh.
Okay. Well,
oh, you would love this. That's like your dream job.
I know. Her friends are annoyed at him and think that Robert is lying. And Danielle said that she's very old-fashioned. She's so old-fashioned that she still says words that are not appropriate. Check out John Yates's video.
Agreed.
That's how old-fashioned she is. She's so old-fashioned that she's not even hip to what we call people nowadays.
Yes.
I'm going to post a link in our Facebook group. Go over to 90 Day Fiance Trash Talk Podcast on Facebook, and I will post a link to the video in question.
She's not, I mean, there's something wrong there, obviously.
Well, now they replay Muhammad telling her about her medical smell.
Yes, he's very angry about this too. But I did not think they ever slept together.
No,
they didn't, right?
I don't know. I
feel like they barely kissed.
Well, when they had their wedding, Noelle.
Yes.
It was time to kiss the bride, and he said, "Oh, I'm sorry, it's Ramadan. We don't do that." And I was like, you know what? Same, Muhammad. It's also Ramadan for me every time I'm near Danielle.
Oh man. Okay.
These friends with their makeup.
Yes.
I can't.
You can't believe it. Something bad happened to them. That's the face of mental illness, though.
Yes. Now we get Mohammed on chat. I like to call him Mo.
His hair.
Okay. So they're still friends, and she just wants peace. And she also keeps Muhammad's last name because it's quote unquote easier. Okay.
Here's my question. I'm just curious about this. Is he straight?
He looks like a vampire.
Yeah, I can't figure out what's happening.
He looks like he is either
like I can't read him.
I don't know.
Yeah.
He looks like either he's a vampire or he's really into emo screamo music.
Yes, he's like the vampire Lestat, right? Like something's happening here.
He's wearing Vans for sure. He's wearing checkered slip-on Vans.
Definitely wearing Vans. I dated him years ago. Yes.
But it's easier for her to just use the guy who used her for a green card. It's just easier to use his last name.
She loves having his last name though.
Yeah, you think?
Mm-hmm.
Well, Muhammad apparently has a pending application waiting for approval for his immigration. And he said that he did not use her. And then they asked him if he's dating, and he said he will not share and he will never be on this again. He will never be on the show again. And
But why did he come in so hot like that? Why was he so mad?
He gets so mad, and then he tries to distract. He's like, you never talk about Danielle's grades. You never talk about the amazing accomplishments. You never talk about how she built part of the Empire State Building.
Well, that's the thing. He wants to get all the attention off of him and seem like the nice guy.
Right. So apparently,
you never talk about how good she looks in orange.
You never talk about how I don't have to smell her anymore. You never say that.
You never talk about the boric acid I sent her.
Right?
That's crazy because boric acid kills like roaches.
Yeah, I think you could use it as a suppository.
You can. Yeah, that's so crazy. So. It's like comparable.
Well, maybe she had an infestation.
Maybe. I mean, it happens. It's very easy to get infested.
Is it? So the last time he was on the tell-all, he said it would be the last time he was on a tell-all. And Sean's like, oh, by the way.
Right. You're here.
He said this last time. So
Right. So he'll be back, basically.
now we find out
Mm-hmm.
that when she went on the date with Robert,
Yes.
it was a cheek kiss twice.
Okay. When I found this out, I'm like, so she really thinks that these excuses are real, that this guy is real. He's very interested. It's been 9 months since the date.
And he gave her a kiss on the cheek twice.
Yes. But
And they're
he's
together.
but why can't he just say he's not interested?
Toes.
Right. Why
His
isn't he
toes.
interested?
Maybe he is interested. He's just busy with the pedicure.
Nails.
He probably goes to the doctor and is like, can you give me any kind of surgery? And they're like,
Whatever you think.
I mean, you don't really need a surgery. He's like, no, I need a surgery.
Yeah, I need a toeotomy.
And they're like, all right, well, I guess we could just, I don't know, clip your toenails and charge your insurance, I guess.
I guess we'll just cut one too short.
Yeah. And he's like, perfect. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
And then he's up all night long, just like, oh God, this does not feel good.
Can't wait for this nail to grow back.
That's what I was gonna say. Well, he doesn't feel great, but I've been feeling great because I've been using Feels. Feels is a better way to feel better. The premium CBD, it keeps your head clear. It helps you feel your best because CBD has been proven to greatly reduce anxiety, pain, and
Mhm.
sleeplessness.
CBD's great.
Navigating the world of CBD is very complicated, and Feels makes the process as simple as possible so you can start feeling better sooner. If you're new to CBD, which I was, Feels offers a free CBD hotline to help guide you through the discovery process.
Cool.
If you know that CBD is already right for you, Feels has hassle-free membership programs. They're guaranteed to help you feel your best month after month or your money back. It's that simple. And it's shipped directly to your doorstep in only a few days. Feels is the new natural, healthy, better way to feel better. Okay, so now I want to tell you something. I've been using Feels. I get very confused about CBD.
Me too. So confused. I don't even know where to start.
I was so confused until I found Feels because they have so much information.
Okay.
It's premium CBD, right?
Mhm.
It's delivered right to your door. And there's no hangover. There's no addiction. It's really
love
great.
that.
It helps you just like relax.
Which is what we all need.
You place a few drops of Feels under your tongue. You feel the difference within minutes. And the thing to remember about CBD is that finding your right dose is important and everyone's dose is different.
That's true too.
But this is what I'm saying. Feels has a free CBD hotline and they help guide your personal experience so that you find your perfect dose. The Feels customer service team is dedicated to make sure you get the best use of your CBD. So joining the Feels monthly membership makes your self-care easy. You'll save money on every single order and you could pause or cancel at any time. Start feeling better with Feels. Become a member today and go to feels.com/90dayfiance. And you'll get 50% off your first order with free shipping. That's Feels, FEALS.com/90dayfiance to become a member and get 50% automatically taken off your first order with free shipping. Feels.com/90dayfiance.
Amazing.
Speaking of feeling better, Ed's mom thinks that Liz is way too young for him.
But like, why did they try to make everyone's mom happen?
Ed's mom was definitely not happy. Deb is a different story, but Ed's mom was like, oh, she's too young.
Yeah, she had nothing to say.
But we bring Ed's daughter, Tiffany, in.
But do you think that his daughter is just a bitch? Because that's what it seems like.
Can you imagine if Ed was your dad? I mean, Ed was your dad, but not this Ed.
Right. Different Ed. Ed was, in fact, much, much, much bigger. My dad was a very big man.
He had an entire neck.
Yes, he had a whole neck. And he definitely didn't have his face on a shower curtain.
No. But no, well, that's what I'm saying. Like, just imagine that this man is your father.
Yeah, she has like all this anger. She's so mean.
He was a terrible father to her.
No, I know. And he basically prioritized women over her. I understand that, but like, take it out on your dad. Don't always take it out on the women.
Well, Tiffany said that Liz looks even older than her. And Liz is 28. She's a single mom.
Right.
And Ed is such a victim. He's like, well, maybe it's because I don't love myself.
Okay. Yeah. Actually, it seems that you love yourself too much.
I know. And Colt's like, hey, maybe it's because you're an a-hole.
Yeah. And it's like, thank you, Colt. I love that Colt, everything he says too, he holds his hand up to his mouth. Maybe you're an a-hole. Very funny.
I loved him. So Molly also, she lets you know that she had 2 coffees.
Yeah. Right. She didn't feel good. Her belly hurt. And it's like, I completely get
I know.
that.
I thought of you when she said that. So Ed is kneeling in front of Liz talking to her.
Right. It's like, okay, great.
Like, what are you doing?
But also, like, why is she feeding into this?
Also, he asked her if she ever poops.
Yeah, I know, which is really weird. He also said that he misses her funny teeth.
I don't
He
know.
said, I miss kissing you because your teeth are funny. What's wrong with him?
Your head is funny.
Yeah, you're a terrible. Why do
Your
you point out
personality is the
everyone's flaws?
Because he's insecure. He projects.
Yeah.
So now, by the way, Brittany texts Terrence and said, oh, hey, what's up?
Right. And it's like, oh, hey, oh no, I'm just here. I'm fine. Everything's fine.
Everything's fine. I'm just doing this entire show about you and you're not here. So now we talk about Colt's proposal. Vanessa said that Colt talks too much.
You think?
And turns her off. She's basically like bashing him.
Yeah, I mean, how can you not? But at least Colt is kind of true to who he is, though.
Yes,
too.
well, that's what he's saying. He's like,
Yeah.
I never said I was a nice person.
Right.
So we also find out, not surprisingly, Colt is a sex addict, and Vanessa's a perfect match because she's talking filthy about sex.
Yeah, she is. I mean, it's a lot.
And she mentions that he has a porn addiction.
Right. And didn't Larissa say that like he just would not stop trying to have
Yes.
sex? Like it was all about sex?
Yes. And they keep talking about how he tells stories.
Yes.
All right.
And
Well,
it's like, well, I think we kind of knew that.
okay, but how weird is that? No.
Yeah.
She's saying that he creates all these stories.
Oh, yeah. No, he's not well either. But like I said, he's not so bad compared to everyone else.
Yes. Well, that's the whole thing. So now Vanessa moved in with Deb.
Right.
And Deb comes out. She's got long hair.
She looks so good.
She did. She looked better.
Yeah.
So Ed said that Colt should get off the nipple. And Deb looks Ed straight in the face and goes, F you.
Yeah, she came in hot, but I liked it.
Sean's face is priceless.
Sean's like, what's happening?
Deb goes off.
Yeah, Deb is like not playing games today.
Well, Brittany is going to call Terrence.
Right.
And we'll talk to Sean on the phone. And Noelle.
Yeah, help.
Brittany is all dolled up for like a porn shoot, right?
Right.
And they're like, what are you doing? Where are you? She goes, I was getting ready to go to the grocery store.
Okay. So I'm watching this and I'm like, am I missing? There's something I'm missing in this conversation.
Yes, she was getting ready to go to the grocery store with I don't know, like a very listen, I'm not saying like it was just like a short skirt.
Right.
She was going in like a performance outfit.
In her Ice Capades outfit.
I mean, the Ice
I know.
would cancel her all the way. There was no Ice Capades involved. But if she used HelloFresh, she wouldn't even have to go to the grocery store, because with HelloFresh, you get fresh, pre-measured ingredients and mouth-watering seasonal recipes delivered right to your door, and you skip the trips to the grocery store, and you can count on HelloFresh to make home cooking easy, fun, and affordable, and that's why it's America's #1 meal kit. I've been obsessed with HelloFresh so much.
I love HelloFresh, and I love that you get so excited about it because you call me and tell me what I need to eat.
Yes, this is I have learned. Listen, I'm a classically trained chef.
I know you roasted me a very good chicken.
I did. I went to your house and I roasted you a chicken because I have a lot of skills, but I have learned so much by having HelloFresh.
Yes, I agree.
I really have. I've learned different techniques, and it gives you ideas. That's the problem. Like, we just run out of ideas on what to make for dinner, and HelloFresh will give you something so simple, but it's just nothing you really thought about before.
Yeah. And like, I'm not bored. It's always something different.
It's also like 30 minutes to make dinner.
It's so quick. Everything is portioned and the seasonings are the best.
There's something for everyone to enjoy, with all the recipes designed and tested by professional chefs and nutritional experts to ensure deliciousness and simplicity.
Yes.
The ingredients are sourced directly from growers and delivered from the farm to your front door in under a week, contact free, of course.
And everything comes so cold. It's perfect.
It really does. HelloFresh is 28% cheaper than shopping at your local grocery store and 72% cheaper than a restaurant meal without sacrificing the quality.
Awesome.
They have flexibility because you could customize your order on the app within minutes.
Mm-hmm.
You could change your delivery day, food preferences, plan size, or skip a week whenever you need, whenever.
There are so many options.
I really like it. Go to HelloFresh.com/90day14 and use code 90day14 for up to 14 free meals plus free shipping. So that's HelloFresh.com/90day14.
What a deal.
14 free meals.
I know. That's crazy.
I can't even believe it. All right. So now let's get back to Brittany.
Okay. I mean,
so
what's happening?
So at first she says that her hairstylist didn't know how to do her hair, so she left.
Right. But she got there something like 11:30 at night and left at 3 a.m.
Okay.
That's
so
what I don't get.
She said that her hairstylist didn't know how to do her hair, so she left. Then she said her appointment was canceled, so she left. But then she said she couldn't come because she was recovering from surgery, but she did come.
Right. But what was the point? Why did you just come and leave? Why even come at all?
Something very shady was happening.
Yeah. It's like she wasn't giving straight answers and she knew it. It's what bothers me about her is that smirk that
smile,
she has.
The smile. Yep. She said that Terrence plays games. Molly is so mad and she's mocking her.
Yeah. And Colt's like, I'll give you $10 to hang up the phone.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah, seriously.
Terrence leaves.
Mm-hmm.
And the entire cast cheers him on.
Yeah, they're all like, we like you. You know,
he
just
seems nice.
Dump her. He seems so nice.
Jess and her husband come.
Okay, why? Just get over it.
He seems very off, this Brian man.
This guy has to be on drugs. There's something wrong with him.
I hope he's on drugs because if this is
Me
just
too.
how he is,
Yeah.
this is, I don't know. So she's just very fancy.
I mean, she has on her finest Fashion Nova dress. Her hair is so nice, though. It really looks so good.
All right. Well, now Jess and Deb fight. Deb said that Jess was a predator. And then Jess says, this is a quote, when Colt sends out his little D to 10 girls when he was with Jess, is that cheating? That's what Brian said.
I know, but Brian, why do you care?
I know, but it was just so funny that he threw in his little
I know.
D.
But also, I did not like that Brian kept telling Debbie to shut the F up.
Well, the guys all came for him.
Yeah, Kelly did not like that.
So Deb wants to stare at him for the rest of the show.
Yeah, and she just does. That's you. That's what you would do.
I loved it.
That's
I
you.
was like, Deb, do more staring. Sit next to him. Go sit next to him.
Just keep staring.
What is wrong with Brian's voice? It doesn't seem real.
It doesn't, and also it doesn't suit him like at all.
But it just doesn't seem real. It seems like, okay, did you ever watch the show Portlandia?
No.
All right, so it's
I know what it is though.
It's Fred Armisen, and like they do all these like
he's
weird,
so funny.
He's so funny.
But he's so funny. Yeah.
They do these sketches about Portland, about how like everyone's like a hippie and everyone's like, you know, so progressive and everything. And they do these voices of these characters. And this is, it's like Brian's on Portlandia.
I could see that.
It just doesn't seem real.
I don't know what's wrong with him. Or if I married someone.
Yeah.
And my husband was like, you need to help me confront my ex about cheating with his new fiance.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Well, that's the whole thing. So Jess says the Colt tried to get back with her after. But why is Jess so mad?
But that's the thing. She's so mad. She's so mad at Debbie. Debbie's like, why do you care?
Right? Colt said that he's a liar.
I mean, at least, like I said, at least he's self-aware.
He's like, I'm a liar. At least I know I'm a liar.
Yeah.
Vanessa cheated on her husband with Colt.
Okay, here's my problem with that.
Okay.
I don't care that she cheated on her husband. They all seem to be cheaters. She said she was like looking for a way for him to kick her out. So you have to cheat on your husband for him to kick her out. Just leave.
Yeah, why do you have to get kicked out?
Right. She was like, I was looking for a way. So I figured, I have to have sex with Colt. And then I told him and he told me to get out. Okay. So you couldn't have just gotten out.
Okay. I would say that would be more believable if she wanted him to leave.
Okay. Right. It was so weird. She wanted to get kicked out. So she had to have sex with Colt. I don't understand.
You can leave. Also, you could just say you did.
Right. Well, that's the thing. Can't you just say you cheated?
Can't you just say you did and don't?
Yeah, it's weird.
Why touch
Why
Colt?
do that to
I'm
yourself?
just saying. So Colt told Vanessa,
Right.
Colt told Jess that Vanessa wasn't sexy.
I mean, I'm sure he did. He's that
Okay, but-
person.
Right. But also
Who cares?
your girlfriend at the time was Jess.
Yeah.
She was worried you were cheating on
With
her
Vanessa.
with Vanessa. And then you said, no, I'm not attracted to her.
You know what's so crazy?
Yeah, of course
What-
he's going to say that.
What was so frustrating about this was Colt proved the classic thing, as in it's always the girl he told you not to worry about.
Mm-hmm.
Now he's marrying her.
Yep.
That's just, it's the craziest thing.
Well, not as only is he marrying her, he already got secret married.
That's crazy. I was not expecting that one,
I know. And now
Yeah.
Debbie makes a truce with Jess.
which was nice. It's about time.
I know, but it's like, I like that because it's like, that's what should have happened in the beginning because who cares? Jess, you are married to someone else. I mean, listen,
Right.
is he wackier than Colt? Maybe.
Yeah. Is there a problem with him? Probably.
100%.
Uh-huh.
You didn't want to be with Colt. Colt didn't want to be with you.
Right.
Why
Who
are
cares?
you like, sure, he cheated on you. He was terrible. You were terrible. Like they were all terrible. Who cares?
Yeah. But that's the thing. Let it go.
So we find out that Colt and Vanessa went to Reno.
Right.
Deb found out when everyone else found out.
Uh-huh.
And also I like that the camera zooms in when Colt is leaning forward, his butt is sticking out of his pants and the camera zooms in.
They got to let us know.
Deb and Jess hug because they're so happy that Colt got married.
Right. And then everyone kind of
Okay.
hugs.
This is my problem.
Yeah.
Why is marriage so glorified? Like it is this big accomplishment.
Right. Well, it's like, oh, they're married. So like everything's okay now.
But what I don't understand how that is such a big accomplishment. And I feel bad saying this, but it's like,
Yeah.
you know, when your friends get engaged, right?
Yeah.
It's like, oh my God, congratulations. It finally happened for you.
Yeah. I don't
Someone
like that.
thought you were good enough. Oh my
Right.
God. Like almost like it's not that big of a deal.
Like, listen, you want to share your life with someone. It's nice that someone decided, hey, I love you. I want to share my life with you. I want to spend a fortune on a wedding with you. But
It's just
it
so-
doesn't have to be such a life goal.
Okay. But also, I don't know. I've just been seeing things a little differently lately.
Yeah.
Marriage is a legal binding document in the
Yes.
courts. That's all
Yeah.
it is. It really isn't anything else than that.
I mean, a lot of people think that. I do think your relationship changes once you get married, though.
But I don't think it should. I think that it changes because
Yeah.
society has put such this pressure on marriage.
I guess. I mean, I don't feel that.
Yeah.
But I think that people do feel that. Like, I also feel like people are like, they will put up with anything because they're married.
But that's
and
what I'm saying.
I don't
Like,
play
it's
that
just-
game.
It's such a weird thing, the way people act. And it's like, well, no, I'm married. And it's like, no, no, no.
Right.
You should have been respecting your partner. You should have been doing all of the things that you were doing when you were married,
Mhm.
when you were just with them.
Right. I get that. I do get that. But I think people also feel like, what am I supposed to do? Just get divorced? It's like, well, yeah. If things are bad, yes.
Okay, but also on the other end of that, so now you get engaged and everyone's like, "Oh, Noelle, it's so great! Oh, that's so great." So you're saying that I'm not engaged, so I'm not worth anything? Like it's just
Right.
what
I
I'm
get
saying?
that.
Like,
Sure.
why is that your value?
Because this is what, just like children, this is what
Mhm.
is drilled into people.
It's very
People
strange
have
to me.
kids, even if they don't even know why they want
Right.
them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just very strange to me that going to the court and getting this document, which is really all the marriage is, I understand that there might be a religious ceremony
Yeah.
or whatever, but like this is not like it brings everyone together because Colt and Vanessa signed a paper.
Right. Like everybody like freaks out about it. It's like, okay, so, but here's the thing. He's still a scumbag. So is she.
No, but they're married now,
Right.
Noelle.
How does that change?
Everything changes. They're married. They signed a paper
Yeah.
and then it was notarized.
Right. Well, yeah, now they're just better people.
Your entire personality changes. Everything changes.
Well, a lot of personalities do change. People really like conform. People are really codependent.
Yeah, obviously. All right. Well, I don't know. We're moving on. We're moving on. So Jess and Brian hug Colt and Vanessa. Like this is where it's going. So like you hated him
Yeah.
5 minutes ago, but because he signed the paper, now you all love each other. Listen, I'm not saying they shouldn't,
Sure.
but it's just okay. Well, now let's move on to Fernanda.
Okay.
Fernanda leaves Chicago for Miami. So
Yes.
remember, she was living in North Carolina with Jonathan. They broke up. She moved to Chicago and then she moved down to Miami. She is stunning, Noelle.
Okay, but Jonathan is stunning.
Jonathan's stunning. And guess what? So is Robbie.
Oh my God. Here's the thing. Robbie looks so much better now than he did on the Single Life. Now that he's getting more like gray hair and
he is a handsome
oh my
man.
God. Nobody beats Jonathan though. Like, oh my God, he is gorgeous.
He is a handsome man.
Mhm.
So her and Robbie break up,
Right.
and then she moves to Miami and she has a roommate, Noelle.
Yeah.
He's a boxer and she was hitting on him.
He looks like a boxer.
He looks that's what we'll say.
Uh-huh.
And now this is her new boyfriend. So they bring him out, but he sits separate from her. He's like in the hot seat.
Okay, but he sits all the way separate from her.
Like he sits in the Debbie Terrence chair.
Yeah.
Very
Mhm.
strange. So they met at the gym. Robbie's head is going to explode.
Yes. Robbie is, you can tell he's mad. She wasn't into him. That's the problem. She just wasn't into him. And he was major into her. And he's like butthurt.
Because the reason why she wasn't into him is because he's a little bit stuffy.
Yeah. Well, that's exactly what it is. That's not
all.
what she needs.
Okay. So she said that they had 4 bottles of wine.
That's a lot of freaking wine between two people.
She's like, oh yeah. She's like, but we didn't pay for it. It's like, no one was worried about the cost of the wine. We're worried about your liver.
Yeah. I'm worried about how you felt afterwards. And how did you consummate afterwards too? It's a better question.
Well, he calls her now. I know you love this. He calls her La Vida Loca. Because
yeah, of course.
Passion and temper.
But that's also Molly called her a fiery, spicy, a saucy, spicy girl or something.
Oh, get away from
Stop.
me.
It's
That
so,
stuff.
I hate it.
I hate it. Also, La Vida Loca means the good life.
Right. I don't know.
He's just like, I don't know. I heard a song once. There were Spanish words in
Living
it.
La Vida Loca.
You are that. You are that. The crazy life, right? No, the crazy life.
The crazy life.
Yeah, sorry. So now he also says, and this is a quote, women are very emotional.
Yep. That's where I got lost.
And I'm like, oh, Noelle. Oh, no.
Yep. This is where I got lost.
Jonathan is having a baby.
Okay. Jonathan was so quick to spite Fernanda. He met someone like the next day and now they're pregnant.
Yep. Well, something else very disturbing happened.
What?
All right. So they show her kissing Robbie.
Yes.
On the first date.
Interesting.
There were spit strings.
Oh, I know. Okay. I looked away.
But here's the thing. Fernanda, do you remember when she had Invisalign and she was fighting with Jonathan and she had the spit strings?
She always had spit strings.
She is dehydrated.
So she had spit strings because of Invisalign. I've noticed she always has them.
Yeah. You remember she had her Invisalign in? She was in that bedroom.
Yeah.
Oh, well. So then Sean said that her kiss with Noelle wasn't like when she kissed him at the bar, but because Sean asked her to kiss Noelle on the thing. She's like, oh, you didn't kiss him like that when you were at the bar. Sean, that was Robbie.
That was the wrong person.
Very, very
sorry, Sean.
All right. Well, Ed and Liz are chatting, and
I don't want them to chat anymore.
They're really just bonding.
They're in love, I guess.
They're really, really bonding.
Yeah,
all right,
I don't know.
Moving on to Molly and Kelly. So he wants a baby. She can't have a baby. They've been looking at houses, but she said that she can't have a baby because her tubes are tied.
Right.
And she probably has rotten eggs. And then Danielle chimes in. I can't have kids no more because I got my tubes tied. Is that why, Danielle?
I don't, you know what, Danielle? I'm going to say that I don't think that's why. Maybe you shouldn't have kids. It's not that you can't. Maybe you shouldn't.
But what?
I know. I don't know.
Oh my God. Well, I do respect Molly because she runs a business. And well, me and you run a business too.
That's right. We do.
And we have tons of merch.
Yeah. That it has to go out like every day.
Oh my gosh. And I'm using ShipStation because ShipStation is the #1 choice of online sellers. You can import orders from any sales channel, ship with any carrier using ShipStation's deeply discounted rates, and automate just about any shipping task.
So awesome.
Over 100,000 online sellers choose ShipStation.
Why wouldn't they?
No matter how you sell, if it's Shopify, Etsy, your own website, ShipStation funnels all your orders into a simple interface that you can manage from anywhere, even your cell phone. In our group, 90 Day Fiance Trash Talk podcast listeners on Facebook, we always encourage our listeners to post their small businesses.
All the time.
And so many people are selling things.
Mm-hmm.
And I really encourage you guys to check this out. You even get access to amazing discounts with major carriers. So that's UPS, FedEx, and USPS. And you can easily compare the carriers and choose the best solution every time. So it's saving you so much money.
That's amazing.
With ShipStation, your small business can now access the same rates usually reserved for Fortune 500 companies without the contracts or commitments.
Mm-hmm.
You could ship more in less time for a lot less money. Just use our offer code 90DayFiance to get a 60-day free trial. That's 2 months free of no hassle, stress-free shipping. Just go to ShipStation.com, click on the microphone at the top of the page, and type in 90DayFiance. That's ShipStation.com. Enter offer code 90DayFiance. And guess what, Noelle? You can make ship happen.
Amazing. That was good, Tracey.
Thank you.
Very good.
So now Molly suggests that maybe he, if Kelly wants a baby, maybe he could have a baby with someone else. Like maybe he could get someone else pregnant real quick.
I know. And it's like, I was surprised by that. I was like, oh, okay, this is where we're going with this.
Yes. And Ed is going to get his tubes tied. We see this flashback.
Okay, but why? And then I needed to see him sweating. Why?
He brings us to the sperm bank and he comes back sweaty and he shows us his sample.
Yeah, I'm so glad my eyes were closed because I knew it was coming.
Liz went with him and she was like, I didn't know you were recording all that while I was in the car. He said it took him 2 hours. What a man.
Yeah. Oh, great. That sounds so fun. 2 hours with Big Ed.
2
Yuck.
hours with Big Ed.
Yuck.
She said that she wanted him to do it even if she doesn't want kids.
Right. And it's like, okay. I mean, she didn't like that the choice was taken from her.
Yes. So
even though she doesn't want kids.
Even though they had a pregnancy scare.
Right. Yeah.
Now,
but
also,
he doesn't want more kids. It's so confusing.
Kelly's brother Mario comes out.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, Kelly's been so jolly now. It's like, tell me you're calling him fat without telling me.
I know. Seriously.
Don't ever call anyone jolly. Santa
right.
Claus
Don't call him
jolly.
Husky.
So she said that she loves him enough to, Molly said that she loves Kelly enough to let him go. Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I love everyone in my life.
Yeah. That also means like, you're not in love with him.
Right. She said that they would always be friends. Oh, are you breaking up with Kelly on stage?
Right. She's not in love with him.
Not at all. Now, this is amazing. Luis shows up.
Oh my God. But why does he look exactly the same? Exactly.
Oh, he's so creepy looking. It's the first time they've seen each other since the divorce 3 years ago.
I can't believe it's been that long.
Now we go back to the fight. Do you remember this fight? Did you ever see this?
I did watch their season.
Okay. So they get in this fight. They flash back to it.
Mm-hmm.
They're fighting about God. He says there's no Bibles in the house.
Yes, I remember this.
Something they didn't show. In that fight, he tries to accuse her because she has like owls from like Bath and Body Works, like owl candle holders. And he claims that she's worshiping other gods.
I remember this.
He said that she's like, whatever, just sacrilegious.
I remember he was like real weird with her daughter.
Okay. This is my favorite scene in 90 Day Fiance history.
Yes.
Her daughter, Kinsley, is out in the yard.
I was going to say they're outside. Yep.
She's drawing with some sidewalk chalk. And he's like, hello, I'm your father now. And she's like, oh, no, I have a father. Thank you so much, though.
And he's like, no.
It was
great. That was so weird.
So he went to his brother's house in New Jersey when he got kicked out. And he got married as soon as they got divorced.
Yeah, because he didn't give a shit about Molly.
But I don't think he's still married. He said that it's just not her business if he's
but now he won't answer anything.
Well,
That's
he said
it.
that he didn't know this woman before Molly, and he said that, and she said, now this is like kind of a weird thing to say.
Yeah.
She's like, yeah, he had porn on his cell phone.
It's like, okay.
Okay.
Right.
Who cares?
Yeah. Some people care, I guess.
I don't know. He wanted to talk. He won't talk about his immigration status.
Right.
And
Mhm.
then Colt said, oh, here. And also back up. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
When they said that he had porn in his phone,
Yeah.
they panned over to Colt.
Oh, I didn't catch that.
They just showed
Okay.
Colt's face.
That's pretty funny.
He won't talk about his immigration status.
Right.
So Colt says, be a part of this wonderful family or get the F out.
But that's why he was pretty funny.
It was pretty funny. And
Yeah.
then Sean is like, what is your immigration status? And his answer was no one.
Right. It's like, oh, okay. No one to marry, I guess.
So now Molly, we find out, is following Lewis on social media, and Kelly is not happy.
Because he's like, why the hell are you following? You know what? Why is she following him?
I know. And she's like, oh, I didn't care enough. What? Huh?
Yeah. I don't care. She didn't have an answer.
She did not have an answer. And also, he's yelling like, oh, yeah, Molly, who made the money? Luis, who made that money? She's like, me?
Me in my store.
He's trying to confuse everyone and distract everyone. And he's attacking everyone with gibberish.
Yeah. He is really making himself out to be like a mean guy.
He doesn't even know what
Same
he's saying.
as Muhammad, though.
Yes, for sure. So he's attacking everyone. And now we flash back to Ed.
Right.
Saying that he was going to propose to Liz.
And it's like, okay, Ed, sure.
And then Ed starts crying about how awesome he is to go to therapy.
Someone should cancel this man.
Yes. Also, he has a lot of allegations against him. I will tell you that.
Yes.
So are they getting back together?
It seems that way. Yes. But it seems that way on her end because it's like he's doing all this, but then he's not sure.
Okay. Well, he said that he made a list about her pros and cons. There were 20 cons and 3 pros. And he dumped her 7 times. And Fernanda's like, hello, you tried to hit on my roommate 5 minutes ago.
Yeah. And then his girlfriend's like, oh, it's okay. We weren't together.
Her 26-year-old roommate.
Yeah.
But now here's the other part. Fernanda, I thought your roommate was your boyfriend.
Uh-huh. Right.
Is he hitting on Noelle?
Uh-huh. Right. Does she mean like the girl that she used to live with? Because remember, she was living with the girl on 90 Day Fiance self-quarantine.
I guess. I don't know. Well, Liz said that she knows he loves her. And he's single, and that's fine that he hit on the girl.
Okay. He has a funny way of showing this love.
Well, Ed said that Colt's marriage won't last 6 months.
I don't know. Vanessa kind of seems like a match for Colt.
Right? Colt said that Ed body shames him. I bet you he does. Ed is a projector. Ed hates himself, so he's so mean to other people. And Ed says he only needs 6 more months of therapy. Exactly.
Okay. So in 6 months, he's going to be fully cured of everything.
Okay. Well, he's going to go to therapy for 6 more months. He has an alcohol problem, so he's going to rehabilitate himself, and then they need to go to church.
Okay.
And then Liz says they need 1 to 3 therapy sessions before they get back together.
Uh-huh. But at least 1.
Right. But more, probably 2 or 3.
Uh-huh.
Oh, okay. Well, you don't have that many problems.
I love that everyone is so specific too.
Right? He's like,
it's only going to take exactly 3 times at therapy.
Yeah. This is therapy, not Invisalign, guys.
Yes.
Just saying. Why is Colt so passionate about Ed's relationship? He's like flipping out.
I know. And it's surprising because it's like, why do you care?
It's insanity.
It's weird.
Insanity. I hope you guys had fun on this episode. I absolutely did. Make sure you're following us at 90 Day Podcast on Instagram and Twitter. More importantly, why don't you follow us? We're the host. I'm at Trixie Chuzini on Instagram and Twitter. Noelle is at Noe Girl.
Mm-hmm.
We have merch for sale. Check out TraceyCarnazzo.com. A lot of it's up there. Some of it's in the group. And if you want to come and see my stand-up, I have upcoming tour dates on TraceyCarnazzo.com. And I'm on Cameo. So check that out. I do birthdays. I do bar mitzvahs, bat mitzvahs, and funerals. And anything you want. Anything you
and
want.
Divorces.
I do divorces.
And tell a friend. Only
Tell
one
friend. Give us a 5-star rating, an amazing review. And, just be here with us. And don't forget to listen to our new podcast, Catfish Trash Talk, which is free and available everywhere you listen to podcasts.
And check out our new Patreon level.
Ooh, the elite.
Mhm.
Patreon.com/trash talk podcast. We'll see you next week, guys. Love you. Bye.
Bye.